Make sure your worst enemy isn't between your ears. Self-doubt can crumble you. It can break down your self-image, your self-worth. Fear can talk you out of opportunities before you even try them. And just your inner voice, it can either build you up or it can tear you apart. So many times, people are their own worst enemies. The person you spend the most time with every second of every day is yourself. So why be your worst enemy? You need to be on your own team. Life is already hard enough as it is. It's like everything is trying to, take your joy, make you feel worthless, challenge you, tear you down. All these negative things we all face on a daily basis, just in actual life, like just commuting in our cars, going to, the grocery store, going to the gym, and our family, in our household while we are, growing up, or while we're growing and raising a family, or in our relationships, in our jobs, in our business. There's always negativity. There's always adversities. There's always something negative happening. And then people will do all that and start their day with a negative mindset and hating themselves and having negative, a negative self-image, and then end the night with the same exact thing. And if anything, you need to be on your own team, because at the end of the day, you're the only person that's going to be with you every second of every day of your entire life. You should be always your biggest advocate. You should always master your mind and the words you speak, because your inner voice is what's going to really speak to that. And you can fight that with spoken words. That's why people talk about the power of the tongue. They talk about affirmations, manifesting out loud, prayer. Manifesting and prayer is not just silent. You can pray out loud if you truly want to. Think about, if you're, Christian people, at least, a lot of people pray out loud before they eat. They say grace. Like, you can still, speak things out loud. And that's how you fight the words in your head. That's how you fight the inner dialogue. And you have to have that change. You have to have that identity change. You have to have that self-authority, that internal authority to say, you're great. You're a great person. You can accomplish things, that you're worth living, that the lies that the enemy's telling you are not true. And you can empower yourself. Yeah, it's still good to hear that from, somebody we love, a friend, a family, a mentor, a coach, a boss, whatever. But we have to still encourage ourselves. We have to motivate ourselves. That's what success is. That's what living a happy life is basically doing what it takes in order to be successful. So it's time to honestly be your own ally and stop having the self-doubts. It's hard enough out there in the world. It's hard enough that we have to go through all the stuff I manage, all the daily challenges, all the daily obstacles. Don't become your own biggest obstacle. Learn to master your mind. Learn to master how you speak to yourself, how you think. There's lots of books, there's lots of videos and things like that you can work on and invest in order to learn how to do it. And it will be hard and it will take time, but it's so much better than living this life that you hate and then just beating yourself up and just tacking it on everything. You already had a horrible day and now you get home and you're like, I suck and my life's horrible and I hate myself and this, I wish I wasn't alive. All these things that are just lies we're led to believe, because life is hard and there's a battle. There's a fight. It's a fight for your dreams. It's a fight for the life you want. It's a fight for everything. And it's easy to become defeated. It's easy to become depressed. It's easy to become filled with anxiety. It's easy to want to give up. It's easy to, not to lose the passion and lose the motivation to fight, honestly. And it is a sad thing, but it's a reality. So how do we learn how to be on our best, how to be the best player on our own team, how to be our biggest ally? And like I said, it starts with learning how to talk to yourself. And there's a book called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. There's a book called Winning the War in Your Mind. There's a book called The Battlefield of the Mind. These are just some books off the top of my head that I know are really good books. Hung by the Tongue is another one that will help reprogram your mind and reprogram how you think and how you speak in order to achieve it, in order to achieve that healthy mindset, that healthy mental health, which will in return improve all the other facets of your life. Because once you're unable to be mentally broken, nothing life throws at you physically can affect you. Nothing life throws you from a from a financial standpoint can affect you. You become a master of your emotions, and once you master your emotions, you're basically unstoppable, because any financial thing that hurts you is based on emotions and mindset. Any relationship strife or thing that happens is based on emotions and mindset. Anything that physically happens to you is based on emotions and mindset. And we have to learn how to understand that. We have to learn how to master our mind, master how we speak to ourselves, and be our biggest supporter. Stop being our own worst enemy. I hope this video inspires you. I hope it encourages you. I hope it makes you want to, become better, become healthy, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, all of the above. But this was day 131 consistency, where I'm posting every day. So if you got anything out of this, I would appreciate if you would subscribe, like, share, comment, and support any ways possible. Even a like, a share, a comment, and then ideally subscribing. So other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.